Your task is to do a research paper that answers the question, to what extent has affirmative action worked to end racial discrimination in the United States? I'm going to have you work in groups. In order to divide up into 2 groups, please count off 1, 2, 1, 2, starting here.
1,
2,
1, 2,
1,
2, 1, 2.
In a moment, you'll get into your groups to discuss the assignment. You'll begin to develop your focus and decide how you're going to divide up the work. Before we do that, does anyone have any questions? Okay, go ahead and get into your groups.
Brian. Michael. How are you? Again?
Steven.
Steven, how are you? Good. This sounds like a cool project. Don't you think we should first maybe arrange a time to get together so we can figure out what we're going to do?
Well, I'm going to a friend's house for the weekend, so the earliest I can meet is Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm pretty busy as well. I've got a short but important assignment due tomorrow, and I've got plans for the weekend. Julie, Steven, and I can go down to the library later and see what's available. Why don't you just read the project and get back to us?
Well, everybody has to read the class assignment, right? I can go to the Black Cultural Center and see what's there that's maybe helpful.
Sounds
Okay.
good to me.
You do that.
Okay, well, see you Tuesday.
Before we go, are there any questions?
Must we work in groups?
You must work in your group to develop your focus and to identify 40 different sources in the literature. This means you must divide up the work so that each of you identifies 8 to 10 sources. Of course, you can go off on your own and identify all 40 yourself, but that seems to me to be an overwhelming task, given that you only have 4 weeks in which to complete the work. And remember, each of you must produce a paper that is your own individual effort.
How long does the paper have to be?
Between 10 and 15 pages.
10 to 15 pages?
Yes,
May we discuss the effects of institutional racism to address the problem?
absolutely.
Don't you think 40 sources is a lot? I mean, we do have other classes.
It would be a lot if each of you had to identify 40 sources. But if you work together effectively in your groups and each identify 8 to 10, it isn't much at all. Are there any other questions? If you find later that you have questions, come and see me during my office hours. Okay, see you next week.